Hi, fifth graders. I am here to help you work with addition and subtraction decimal problems. When you're dealing with word problems, I'm going to teach you a trick and a few steps that you can take in order to make sure you can successfully solve a word problem. So let's look at a word problem example. At the end of May, Mrs. Freeman had an account balance of $442.37. Since then, she has written a check for $63.92 and made a deposit of $350. Mrs. Freeman says she has $729.45 in her account. Is she correct? So, the first thing that you need to do when you're solving a word problem, the best way to stay organized is to create this 4-square chart. So when you create a 4-square chart, you are allowing yourself 4 spaces to really get organized. So once you've made that 4-square, and that, not the first box, but the second box, you have a find. What are you trying to find? Underline the question, and then look and try and figure out what it is that the question is asking you to find. If we look at this question, we're trying to figure out, is she correct? But what are we really trying to find out is $729.45 really the amount that is in her account? Is that number correct? So, is $729.45 in her account? That's the first step. The second step, circle the numbers and then figure out, what do you know? Not all of the numbers in a word problem are the correct numbers that you need to know. Sometimes they give you extra information. So we've got 1 number, 2, 3 numbers. Now in this problem, this first number is what she started with. She had an account balance in May of $442.37. Since then, says after, she spent money by writing a check and paying a bill, and then she's also deposited money. When you deposit money, you put money into the bank, so you're adding money in. So we know that she started with $442.37, that she spent $63.92, and she deposited $350. So now we need to solve. I chose the strategy of lining up by place value to do my math. So the first thing is what she started with, $442.37, and she spent $63.92, so I've subtracted that. 7 take away 2 is 5. 3 take away 9, can't do it, so I have to borrow. So the 3, borrow from the ones place, that becomes 13. 13 take away 9 is 4. When I borrowed, the 2 became 1, but 2 can't take away from 3, so I have to go and borrow again. So this becomes 11. 11 take away 3 is 8. Taking the decimal straight down, just like we talked about in those other steps this week. Then I take 13, take away 6. Because I can't do 4 take away 6, I had to borrow from the 4. So 13 take away 6 is 7. And then I borrowed here, that became a 3. 3 take away nothing is 3. So I've taken away her check. Now I have to add the deposit. So $378.45 plus $350. 5 plus 0 is 5, 4 plus 0 is 4, 8 plus 0 is 8, 7 plus 5 is 12, 2, carry the 1, 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 more, 7, bring down the decimal. I have $728.45. But if you look at our chart, we were trying to find if it was $729.45. So $729.45. Those two are not equal. She is incorrect. Mrs. Freeman has the wrong amount as what she has in her account. She really only has $728.45. She was off by $1. But just to make sure our work is correct, we always, in that fourth and final box, check it. So we need, after we solve our work in this box, we check to make sure it's correct. So the way I decided to check my work is to try a different strategy. So I started with her, what she thought she had at the end, and I took away her deposit. Then I added back in the check, and I got $443.37, which does not match her starting total of $442.37. If her math were correct, these two would match. So I know that she is not correct. For sure, Mrs. Freeman is wrong about the money that she has in her account. Alright, so boys and girls, you can see from this video how you take what you know about adding and subtracting decimals and you use it to solve your word problems. One way you can stay really organized in order to solve your word problem and not miss any information or get confused about the steps is to take and use a foursquare. Another great tip when you're doing word problems is to play it out like a movie in your head. Pretend like you're Mrs. Freeman. And here you are with your money in your bank, and you can picture that money inside of a bank. And then writing a check, and when you write a check, that money going away. And then her going and depositing a check and going, ooh, I made more money. And then she puts the money back in. And then that in the end, the bank's like, okay, you have this much money. So you can remember those steps. You can remember you're starting with this, taking away that, adding this back in, and then checking to see if this total matches. Alright, boys and girls, remember you can rewind, pause, watch as many times as you need to. This week, I'm expecting you to figure out what to take the notes on, so you will not be seeing my notebook. So be sure to use the information you have on the whiteboards, along with what you hear me saying as important tips, to make sure that you have really good notes to help you as you're working in class. All right, happy learning!